Well, the annual Garma Festival has kicked off today on North East Arnhem Land in the NT after 2 years off due to COVID. Over 4 days, it celebrates the culture of the Yolgnu people, bringing together politicians and community leaders to discuss First Nations issues.
Host of NITV's The Point, Paul Janke, is at the festival and joins us now. JP, we can see it behind you. What's the atmosphere like?
The atmosphere is electric. The first time it's been held in 2 years. People from all around Australia, in fact the world, have come here to Gummidge country in North East Arnhem Land to celebrate culture, to celebrate ceremony, but also to highlight and have a conversation about issues that are important to First Nations people.
JP, could you tell us a bit more about what the Garma Festival celebrates and hopes to achieve?
Well, the Garma Festival started off by, it was about a ceremony that Yolgnu people really wanted to bring to their attention, the national conversation, their aspirations. But it's evolved now to more important national conversations about issues pertaining to First Nations people. This year is very important, of course, with the push to the Uluru Statement from the Heart. Very important discussions are being had about a voice to Parliament, about truth-telling and a process towards a treaty. And all that happens here on sacred country, here on Gummidge country.
JP, the PM will be up there and speaking on Labor's plans for the Uluru Statement from the Heart. What are you hoping to hear?
Well, I think all of us are hoping to hear the process or timeline towards when we will actually see some action on that statement. Of course, he took that to the election, won the election, has been given a mandate really to implement the Uluru Statement. So what we want to see from him tomorrow when he speaks is how he is going to do that and how he is going to bring people along for that very important national conversation.
JP, can I ask, what does the Statement from the Heart mean to you personally?
For me, it actually means the end of generations of my people asking to have a seat at the table. One of the very first petitions was written in 1834 by the Palawa people of Tasmania, petitioning the Queen for rights for their people, and that's continued on through generations. The Barunga Statement of 88, the Yirrkala Bark petitions of 63, all our statements and petitions have been given to the table and we haven't got a seat at the table. So this is very important for me and lots of other people to finally give us a seat at that table. And this invitation is not to governments, but to the Australian people.
Liberal Senator Jacinta Price has slammed the referendum on constitutional recognition for Indigenous Australia as a symbolic gesture that won't empower Indigenous Australians. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that symbolism matters, and it matters to not just Aboriginal people, but to Australia. We have flags, they're symbols. We have wedding rings, they're symbols. So symbolism does matter. But also on top of that is putting a voice in the Constitution actually takes it away from being a political issue. We've had previously voices where changes in government have abolished those voices. And the movement and the momentum that is happening here is that it's time. It's time for change, and it's time to finish the unfinished business of this country.
It certainly is. Well, NITV and SBS are covering the festival all weekend. You can keep up with the action on TV, SBS On Demand or online. Thanks for joining us, JP.
Thank you.